before. I think this has to do with that particular data set. It's okay. So, and the issue was sitting where we have 60 seats and 15 tables, right? So he said, considering this 50 tables restaurant and assume that the total number of seats among those 50 is 100. That means it's going to be two. So 60 seats are occupied among the 40. 60 seats are occupied among the 40 occupied tables. Seat occupancy therefore equals to 60 times 1, 60 over 100%. That's 60%. Okay. So I said another one method again here. Calculating the seat occupancy rate for specific time interval enable restaurant managers to determine how effectively they are using their current seating capacities. I think this is not solve anything. Okay, but however, I've come up with something on that. It's okay. So I'm going to. Hi, so this is going to be something about over that. Okay, this is it. That is what is the name of the pizza house? And this is a Plazo pizza, something like that. Okay. Seating occupancy. Okay. There's nothing coming out from here. I think from here. Okay, so no problem. Let me quickly go back. Let's go back to our data. So based on the information we have, so let's assume that every order is per an hour. That is, when you occupy a seat, is assume that you are going to be there for 1 hour. So in that case, we will have to count the number of just like we did earlier, the number of orders that we have. Now we will now divide by sorry, where is the formula self? I want to edit the formula that we have here. Okay. Remember, the first thing we did on that day was to count. We count the orders that we have and we put them in a chart that will show us on 60. Now, and we have, since we have 15 tables, 15 tables will be for 60 people, right? There are 15 tables in the restaurant. Fifteen tables in the restaurant. In an hour, but 16, we have 15 tables. Okay. Let's see. How many hours do they work? Let's have something here. How many hours do they even work here? I think we'll check from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. So 15, we have 1, 2, 15 hours, right? That means every hour we should have like 60 people. Hello? Are you there? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Mr.
Are you sure
Akin.
that I'm
We can hear you.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
So, Mr. Akim, you said every hour
Okay,
you
okay.
want to assume
Now
that they are having 60 people every hour. Is that the assumption?
yes, because the capacity we have is 60. Abby, we have 60 capacity, 60 seats, which means that if on a normal day we want 60 people to be buying to sit down every hour on those seats, right? So it means that in a day, how many people do we need in a day? It will be 60 times 15 hours. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
In a day, it means we expect to sell to every hour 60 people should be on the seat. 60 should be on the seat every hour. That is what we should have on a normal day. Is that clear now? Now, so let's now use that in our formula. So what we have here is count D. We have the count D. Now, how many people do we need? We have counted all the orders that we have. This thing count without any duplication. The other number of order we expect should be 15 times 60. 60 people per 15 hours in a day. So we want to divide the number of order by the number of people we expect every day. So that we now see, is it giving us, are we getting if this is more, if this is more than this, it's going to be 0 point some bm, that is 1 point something like that, right? So, but let's see what we get from there. So I've edited the formula by dividing it by 15 times 60. That's about 900. Then we expect about 900 people every day. So counting the number of order we have divided by what? 900 per day. So let's go back to the analysis we were doing. The busy day. Was it here? No. Okay. It was here. This was where we were doing it. Now we can see the percentage of the by what do we call this? Decimal. How many people were attending in the hour 12? In the hour 12, we have 0.44. It means less than one. It's less than one. Um, we have about 44% people. But let's format this thing in the percentage so that it can be clear. Format percentage. I think that will make more percentage will make more sense. Okay, so I think we can see the percentage of occupancy that we have. It means at this point we have 41% people. Based on the number of people we have on the average now, we can see that we have 41% during this hour. Remember, we have a peak period between 12 and 13. That is 12 and 1. And let's see what we have during the period 40, 46, this 40, 48. And I don't think we have that value in every other area period. Yeah, I think that's when we have the highest, and we also have some highest during the closing hour, 5 and 6. We used to have a kind of high uh patronage during that period too. Okay, so this is how our data is going to look like. But let's use remember what we did in Excel. We did something in Excel called color bar. So can do the same thing here. Let's do the color bar here. So you can put everything in color bar and see where we have you can see from 0.1 to 48%. The highest is 48.7%. It means that we've never that if we look at it from on the average, We don't have 100% occupancy, so we only have maximum of 48% occupancy at any point at the highest hour occupation. So you can see the darker period is between this time, and we also have a relatively darker area between this time also. You can change the color. If you want to change the color, you can edit the color and steep it. You can select any color of your choice. That's okay. If you don't want to use the single color, you can also use a mixed color from the poor to best from anything, and you can step it to break it down. Instead of flowing, we only have five colors. You can have something like this, and you can have something like this. So these are the period when we have the half, the pure. These are the poorest period. These are the average time, and these are the key. These are the area. These are the more sales during the period. So we can put it in standard or in entire view. So I think we are good on that. So okay, so let's quickly, like I said, we're going to focus on our, what do you call it today? We're going to focus on our dashboard today. So let's quickly look at dashboard. I'm selecting this, the new dashboard in the middle, new
Mr. Akin,
dashboard in the middle.
sorry, before the dashboard.
So and we
Mr.
can look
Akin,
at, let's look at the size. The size is yes, yeah, yes. I'm with you.
I'm
Hello,
thinking, can
are
we
we still
can we
online?
just can you just recap on that tables that, I mean, the one you just explained? Can you just do a quick recap on that? Sincerely, I did not get it very well.
Okay, no problem.
Just a quick one. Okay.
And I will try to re-explain. You know, it's a technical, it's a very technical whatever. Just hold on, please. Let me quickly look for something first. I'm looking for a table, a kind of screen that will be somewhat bigger. Okay, I think PowerPoint is big because my laptop is my laptop screen is small. Okay, good. So let me go back and re-explain. Mathematically, let's say we have, let's say the total number, we what we did is we use the count option. We count the number of number of orders that we have, right? The number of our orders that we have divided by the total that we expect in a day. In a day, we expect like 900 every day. Are you getting me? Do you know how we get 900?
Yes, yes.
Hello? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So we expect like 900. We expect at least 900 people every day, which means that we expect like 60 people every 1 hour.
Okay.
If we want to occupy our this thing, we should have 60 people every one hour from morning till night, till evening rather. That is
Okay.
about 900 people every day. Now, that is what we now use to divide the of uh, number of orders that we have in total. That's why we have the count D option. We counted the order that we have divided by now 15 times 60, 15 hours times 60 people. That's what we expect every day. Is it clear now?
It's
So
clear. Is that
that is what we plug in into the hours. We now plug it into the
can
hours
we
now. We
can
can
we can
see.
we do this one again? Can we do this one again? I want to know how you get
Okay,
this table. Okay.
okay, Or let me go clear, let me clear everything.
Okay.
Okay. What we did was to bring in the date, the time into column so that we can
Okay.
have the time at the top,
Okay.
right? Just like we do in pivot table. Then we brought the date to row, but we only have 2015. What do we supposed to do now? We only need the one we are interested in the day.
Okay.
We are only interested in the day, right? So sorry, not 30 days. We're interested in weekday, Monday to Friday.
Okay.
This is what we're interested in. That's two, Abby.
Yeah.
The third one now, we now bring our table selection into color. That's the third one because we have selected the color before. That's why the color is still there. Are you getting me? That's the
That
third.
visualization is the one we calculated, right?
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
we brought it into color so that we want to visualize every hour by their color to know
Okay.
which when do we have even without putting any number, we can quickly see from here we can identify when we have um kind of more crowd than other period, and which is still between 12 and 11, between 12 and 1, which was what we have identified before in other charts too, in other
Okay.
visuals too. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
So the last thing we just did is to bring it into label. If you want to see the number, you can see it inside label,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay. So
It's clear now.
but I think we make it percentage format, select percentage, and I just make it one decimal place. That's what we have there.
Okay.
But the color is now changing the font. The font is changed to color, but I don't want the font in the color. I want the shade itself in the color. The shade should be in the color. Let me remove this. Then let me show label. Okay. So we can see the percentage of what we have and when we have it. So now I want to do our dashboard, and let me quickly. Okay, we don't need to even open anything. Let's quickly insert. Now you remember, I there are different ways by which you can do our dashboard. We have some approach that are faster. We have some approach that are a kind lazy. We have lazy man approach. What happened here? Okay, stay there. We have some lazy man approach, and we have some all those one that we see in the Tableau public. Those one are not lazy man approach. Oh. They sit down to design all those visualizations. Are you getting me?
Okay.
They take their time to design them. Let me quickly open one. Let me open one so you can see uh Tableau public abi.
So are we doing
Tableau.
the two approaches, sir? The lazy one at the
No, we can't
one
do
that
the two together. Go and check the video go and check the class video. You will see it in the class video that we did already. The main class that learn. You see the two approach there. But I want us to go through. We will not to the we will not use the lazy man approach, but we just I just show you the idea of using the
Okay.
time is the better approach, and it's going
All
to
right.
take time. So, but we'll see what we can do. This is Tableau Public. You can see all this visual you see here. Let me quickly show you something. There's what is called walk back. Look at this visual here. This is the vis of the day. This is the feature that Tableau posted for everyone to see today. That is the vis of the day. So let's click on this vis of the day and check something here. So you can see this button show download. It means you can download this feature. That's the meaning.
Okay.
You can download it. I want to show you how to walk back. You also see download there again. Choose download. What do you want to download? The Tableau workbook. So if you want to download the server, you can download it. If you have data set, I think it has prevented the data set to be downloaded. But you can download the workbook, and it's asking what format. Let me select my own version. Is 2024.1. I'm downloading it already. I want to show you what, because when you see it like this, it's not just don't look at this dashboard as if it's just a single work. This dashboard may have like 4 or 5 sheets moving together.
Mm,
You can have about 4 or 5 sheets in a single dashboard. Okay, okay, I'm opening it. This is, this is it. I think you can see it. Another 10 asks for better experience. That's the name of the visual. Anyways, okay. I have more than one. Let me close one. Okay. Now, this is it. Look at the dashboard. You can see that all the sheets, you cannot find them again. How do you get your worksheet back? Just right click on this and click on hide all sheets. All the sheets that were built that are put inside um this particular dashboard. Can you see them? Plenty sheet. Container 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can see title, see other thing. You can see so many, plenty things here. Moving. You see. So those are those things that were put together to build this particular dashboard that you are seeing here. Now, how do we now get what we will do here? Look at this line. When I click on this is a visual. Are you there? This is a visual that you can see. This one is a text box. This is a box. And both of them are inside a container. Can you see? They put this one's another one, this one is another one. There's a sign there. Can you see? To expand. When I click on it, it expanded. So when I close it, when I click on this, go back. So that is how container works. They put about 3 things inside a single container. Now let's look at this container. I've clicked on it now. Now come to this place. Come to the layout. Under layout, this container I click on, you will see how it is being laid. We have this is the item hierarchy. We have a special call out. Okay, where is the container itself? Sorry. This container, this is it. This is the container here. Inside this container, there is a blank. There's a blank container inside, a blank wrapper. I think this is it. This white one. This white one inside. There is a blank wrapper. Then what follows? Title. Can you see the title now? When I click on it, the title show. The next thing that you have inside that container, we have showing. Showing. Then, sorry. After that, we also have the title T1 title. This one, this sign. Can you see that in the single container? Then we have content. This is the content itself. Then we have which one again? Last 30 days. So last 30 days. So then we have instructions. So there are other things that he added together to make this container work like that. So that's how. So now, let's say you want to do this. You want to see how this thing works. Just click on this, and this is a text box. This is a text box. So I think this one does not have any issue. You just type inside this. Now, how do you get this line? Come here and click go to sheet. It will take you to that sheet. This is the sheet where he built the first one. This is the sheet where he built the first one. Are you seeing now? So assuming we have the data, we can now be trying to see what do we have here. We have there's a formula. He used the formula here. I think that should be a parameter, something like that. Then other date, then some date. So that's what he used to create. So we can now start to say, okay, this one, where do we get this one? Let's see the C filter last 30 days. You can say, how do we get the formula he used? C filter last 30 days. C filter. Okay. Let me type here. C underscore filter. This is it. How did we get this? Then you can click on edit and see the formula. Can you see? So that is how to do work back. And you can see, I don't think we'll get to the root of how he designed everything, how where he got everything he used. So let me just um ignore that now. So I just show you that so that you can see that it's not just easy to just create a very fantastic chart dashboard. It takes time. Now let me show you what concerns us here. We have we have some objects here. Okay. We have I've selected PowerPoint size of the screen, and we have the sheet. All our sheets are here already. Then we have container. Can you see what we have here? We have original container, we have text box, extension box, data story, image, blank, workflow, web page, navigation, download. All these are different objects that we can add to our listing. Then we have tile and floating. The meaning of tile and floating is that when you are on floating, when you bring something here, it will just float. You can size it yourself. When you are on a tile, let me remove that. When you are on a tile, this thing, anything you bring here will fill the box. If you bring another one, another one you bring is going to be, sorry, let me bring, okay, I brought vertical container once. Let me bring another one again. Vertical container is not, it's supposed to show one that thing for me. Okay, let me bring horizontal inside there, or bring in something here. I've brought in this because we are on tile now. You can see that it fill all the boxes. Let me bring another one here, and that chart. So it's at the short. You can see it at the top. That is how vertical this thing works. When you use vertical container, it will be stacking your data on top each other. It will put one at the top of the other one. But if you use horizontal container, let's say I want to bring in container, horizontal container at the top here. Yeah. Okay. I want to bring horizontal container here. Let me bring the first chart here. If I bring another one, it's going to be by the side. Instead of the top, it will put it at the side. It's not dragging. Right. I will see on the vertical, so it should be at the side. So that is what those one means. So now let's start our own dashboard. Now the first thing we're going to do, sorry, do I have any tile anything here? I have remove container, remove container, all those ones that were clicking. All the time I was clicking on it, just adding them. Okay, so let's go back to dashboard sheet. So I'm going to start with I'm going to start with particular container. That's what I'm going to do. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is to bring in a text box. That is container. Let me bring in. Let me put another one inside this, and put a vertical and horizontal one inside this, and the one I've put now is I've put an horizontal inside vertical. If I expand this, as you can see, horizontal inside vertical. So then the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to that one that I bring in, I want to bring another one again under horizontal container at the bottom. Let me bring in a text box. The text, but before this text, um, um, okay, okay. I'm thinking of okay, okay. Well, I've brought in two already, and they've just flow inside each other. And we have two here, but I don't want to put that one inside the other one. So I want to remove. I want to put it by the side of it. I want to put that one by the side of the other one, or under it. Let me float this first. Let me float that, and let me float this. Now This one is inside the container, right? But before this, what I want to do is I want to have something like this at the top. This is a container. Inside the container, we're going to have like 2 or 3 things inside this container. We're going to have the header, uh, pizza place, dashboard. Mhm. Let's make it like, and that is okay. Okay, so we have the dash. We have this one because we put this inside container. The container is floated, but the text is styled. That's why the text fill that place 100%. Now let's bring an image into the same box, the same container. To bring an image, I want to put it by the side there. Then you can get your image from anywhere. Insert image file, link to the image. You want to fit image. If you want to insert image file, choose. If you want to bring link, you use link and you insert the URL to get it here. So Tableau will do the remaining for you. Let's just look for a logo. Or you can even look for a pizza logo online. Let me quickly search for pizza logo. Pizza logo. Pizza logo. So let's see if this is not a direct this thing, but it's a Google page. Let's click OK and see if if you can get that for us. Okay, I've gotten the right this thing, sir. The right I think it's still loading. Edit image. This is the right image. Direct website. So you want to center it, want to fit the image, click OK. I think this should give us the image. Instead of using BMC image, let's use pizza. Let's look for a pizza logo and put it there. Now, the container we have, here, I want us to, you can see that the container is just there, that floating container. We can't see it. So I want to do something now to that container. I want to choose something here. I want to show all the outer padding, all the border, border of the container I want it to show. I want to show the border and the border show, and I pick this the border so that you can see the border. Then the text box inside it also. I want to show its own border, but some border is going to be like very thin border. That is for this text box inside. Then the text box, I want it to have a background. To have a background, and I want to use outer padding. You can see the padding here. You can see there is a different. You can see that it's not touching the entire wall. Let's increase the padding so that you can see clearly. Okay, we can make it like 6. You can see the size. That the size between that and the this thing is now clear. Okay, like the image is not loading. The image is not loading. Okay, let me download the image and upload it. Let's upload the image. Let's ignore this and let's insert the image. Just choose the image from here. Download. Save as. Okay, I think it's there now. Okay, it's a VIF file. Let me look for JPEG. A JPEG file. Pizza logo in JPEG. JPG. Okay. Okay, we have that now. So this is our first container. We have two things inside the container now. We have a text box and we have a pizza image logo inside that container. I think it's okay like this. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is let's bring in another container. This is empty now. Let's bring it another container here. Let's bring a container here, and then we want to start bringing our visuals one by one. And okay, I'm bringing a container. Okay, let me float it. I think that is giving us EU. Okay, after the image, nothing else has entered. We'll go back. Let me float it for now. So we have the first one. It's a container. So this container, we're going to put one of our image here, one of our designs. We're going to put it inside this, and that will be okay. Let's use the worst, the best 5. This thing will come here. So let's go back to the sheet. Go back to the sheet, and we're going to remove it from entire view, make it smaller, and reduce all this font. So we have to reduce. We can reduce this font, or take it from entire view, standard view, and that view. Let's check. It's still big. That's the best 5. So okay, let's format. Go back to formatting, and the font size on the worksheet. Let's reduce everything to 8. Let's pin. Okay. The pin also, let's make it 8. Okay. I think it's okay now. Let's check here. So it's a bit smaller now. But remember that okay, I want to remove this header from here. So anything you want to do here, most of the time you go to the sheet where you have the sheet. You can see that I can put it anywhere now. If I want to put a note down here, I can still put something down the note here. And let me increase this. These are the best 5. So I want to come back to the best 5 and remove this. Or I can also remove from here also. Let's hide title. You can hide it. Okay, so this one that we have now, we can bring in a text box. So we are going to use this as a title for this. So we're going to call this the best 5 performing pizza. Bold, centralize. We can make it like 10, and Verdana. And the color, any color of your choice, you can choose any color of your choice. And let me go. Let me stay with the black for now. I click OK. So because it's floating, you can see that we can size it by ourselves. We can size it by ourselves. And then we can add. We can do any formatting of your choice here. So the container itself. Let's show the border of the container. I think the border is showing now. See the container itself. But we have this also. Let's show the border, but a thin border, and let's give it a background. If we use background, say background, and then we can pad it. Can use padding like 2 or 4. I think it's okay. 3 is okay for that. Then we'll come back here. Let's give this one also some lines. We have some lines for this, and you can also add outer padding or inner padding too. Outer padding is between this and the container. Inner padding is between the text. The outer. If you want to select, we don't want all the outer padding to have the same thing. You uncheck this, but let's just leave that for now. It's shifting. First, okay. Okay. Now, what if we want to put something in between? With the container itself, the background. Let the background be white instead of dark gray. It's showing something gray. So let the background be white. So I can come back here in between the two. What if I want to have, I want to put some story. I want to put some notes inside it. Can still bring in. I say, okay, the best performing pizza was based on quantity sold. Quantity sold. That is the basis of. Okay, in case somebody come there and people could not understand on what is the basis of that, you can quickly say, okay, so you can put a small note here. And black, let's look for pure black. And let's make like 10 so that it will be readable. Okay, so I think it's better now. But one thing is, let's give it a border and add the outer padding. That is that. Yeah. So we have the first one. So let's create another one. Louis distributes content fully add show or hide floating because it's floating. Now I make it this thing. So turn it back. for now. So let's bring another one. The second container is going to be horizontal also. This one will be for the worst performing pizza. So for the worst performing pizza. So the same thing we did, we're going to do it for this one too. So the worst performing pizza. And then let's go to that sheet. So let's copy the format here and then place it on this. Paste formatting. And let's make it standard view. So it can so come to the normal size there. So we can hide this. So it can give us something that we can. The reason for hiding all those ones is that we're able to control the text as we want it. And one good thing about this thing is that as it is, okay, there's this space there. You can even put a blank in between any of these. Put a blank row in between them. Let me bring something like blank and see how blank works. Format it anyhow you want it to look like. May add the line. So you can put anything to separate your table also. Then the container here, this container, that's what we did for the first one. We changed the background to white. So, and let's copy this. Is it allow copy? Yeah. Now we're going to change this one to what? To the worst performing pizza. Worst. The worst 5 performing pizzas. Okay. And remember, we also have something here. This was based on text. Copy this item and paste. Control V. So we have the first two items here. So I think it's 10:30. So we can continue from here in the next class. So can you see that it takes some time to build to design the dashboard in Tableau. That's why when you see people doing it, it's a real job, real job. All these visual you are seeing, all these visual you are seeing in the Tableau workspace is not they are not small jobs. All these things you see here, this makeover Monday, all these jobs you see.
No be small
Okay,
work oh,
internet
Mr. Akim.
no be small work. After you build your visual, but the lazy man approach
Mm,
is very that one is very simple. Just put side by side and you just come out. Can you
yes.
see all this
Mm,
design that you see everything here? He place
mm,
them one by one, one by one, one by one. Can you see what it did? And then only God knows how many sheets went into this.
wow.
How many sheets will into this you see here? How you see? The other one we opened, you can see the number of sheets that we have
Mr.
inside
King,
this one.
you are not presenting again, though. You know, okay.
You said what?
I've seen it now. You said the
Okay, my
lazy man
screen is
approach is that. So,
I said that one is very simple and very fast, but
Mm,
but for somebody who want to be a professional, you don't do the lazy man approach. This approach is just like this. You just bring in your dashboard. Okay, let me just put side by side, and then you just put all your dashboard, put them side by side. We don't need all those another thing with that we are doing. Are you getting me now?
okay.
It's something like this. Just look for automatic. Okay, you have something like this. Then bring the third one. So okay. Let me put best and the worst side by side. So we'll use this one later. You can even remove it for now. Then you can come back here. The that is the best, the worst, side by side. Can you see that? So you can just group them the way we used to group them in Excel. Just put side by side. And okay, because we have reduced it, so we can but we can say okay. We can I think it can fit width to fill the width. You just put everything side by side and you put header. Chicken. You don't need to kill yourself for for Tableau. Can you see them? So even as it is now, as it is, you can still format them side by side. No container. Don't need any container. Come back here. Come down here. and
Yeah.
just hit title. That's what title. That one will show at the top here. Give it a name. What's the name of the title? That's what title. That's pizza sales dashboard. Shikena. So before you know, the dashboard is ready also. But we need to understand how to do it better also. But this is how to do it very fast. If you are not using for company or whatever. But those people, even company, for those who are working for company, you don't need too much of container. You don't need to, but you know, for award winning, those who want to win and want to showcase their job on the LinkedIn or whatever, is a is a real job. It's a real job. It's a real job to design all these things that you see. You
Yeah,
just look
people
at it
working
like
for company, they may want to show their skills. Oh. So
but not the skills, not no for skill. There are so many things that you will not need again.
yes.
You get me? For there's so many things here that will not really work in a typical work environment.
Setting, yes.
Some of these some will not work. Some will work, some
Some
may
are
not work.
some are not even necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But when you are showing skill, it's always good. Can you see now? Can you see? This is chat. This is chat. This is text. This is chat. The text. These are one container. This all these are inside one container. And this and this are inside one container. This and this inside one container. We have this as a text on its own. We have this another about 6 or 7 container inside each other. Put them together and but they are fine. At the end of the day, it's fine. You get it? It make it job and it also make the job interactive. When you put the job whatever, there are so many all these other by auto by all these things. They also have their own this thing. So, I think we should be able to finish on Monday. Finish this Tableau work on Monday. Then we'll move back to Excel. For the second, we are going to do the second Excel again, and the second Power BI and second Tableau. Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.